from the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Okay, this is how the box come. It was all busted up. You can see it's all the way around. It's busted like that, just smashed. So I'm thinking the carrier was not very careful with this. You can see, open it up because I get several different things and come here all the time for growing, and this is what's leaking. This is so yeah. What are we gonna do about this? Okay guys, what did we get today? Well, we got some killer roots for killer plants. Orca, a little premium liquid mycorrhiza with beneficial bacteria. I can't really say enough about this stuff. From what I'm reading, it seems to be some pretty good stuff. Here's the back of it. You got 4 mycorrhizas, 19 parts per million, 5 bacterias, 250,000 CFU units per milliliter. And these are per milliliter, excuse me, in case I said something else up there, per milliliter. 1 gallon of water can have 1/2 milliliter. You can have 100 gallons, 50 milliliters, okay? And there's 473 milliliters in this. They say this stuff's good. Josiah Brandt uses this, grows huge pumpkins. So it must, you know, from what I'm reading, it's got to be a pretty good product. I will keep this inside, okay? I'm not going to let this go outside. I'll keep this inside the house because outside gets way too hot, I think. So if you buy it or anything like it, my suggestion is keep that in the house, okay? Here's my potassium sulfate, 10 pounds of it. This is for when I want to start really pumping up that K, okay? You got NPK, N, nitrogen, P is for phosphorus, and K is for your potassium. Potassium is what grows the fruits big, okay? That's what makes them grow big, all right? So when I start giving them this, I got it already on hand. This will pair well, okay, with the next product I'm going to show you. Guys, so we got some Neptune's Harvest tomato and veg. Be giving that to some multiple different plants, okay? We'll talk more about this when I'm ready to feed it to my plants, but that's some good stuff. This is Aqua Power organic fish fertilizer, all right, and this one is the Trident's Pride liquid fish fertilizer or enhancer, excuse me. They're the same, but they're different. Okay, so kind of want to hit on them real quick. These both will pair well with your mycorrhizas, okay? Mycorrhizas are going to need food. This has got a lot of food in them for the mycorrhizas, okay? And they're going to love eating this. And all right, it's going to give them lots of beneficials. This one right here had a lot more amino acids in it, and amino acids are important, especially to big growing giant varieties of vegetables, fruits, whatever you want to call it. So I got this one because of the amino acids being a lot more complex and just a broader range of them, okay, compared to this one. But this one, okay, I bought it, and it had a little bit more, as you can see here, for the microbe burst. All right, and really just you know, the way they talk about this is really just supposed to cause an explosion to happen on the root system. All right, so will it happen? I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. We gave it to them yesterday. You know, so we'll see. Like I say, I don't know yet. Ratio 5:1:1 on this one, and on this one it is 2:3:1. Okay, so you got a little bit higher on your nitrogen on this one and lower on your phosphorus, whereas this one is, and the same on your potassium. This one here is lower on the nitrogen, higher on the phosphorus, and again, same on potassium. So anyhow, I got all aspects covered with both of those and stuff. But like I said, that will pair well with what I'm feeding over there through the or what I'll be giving the mycorrhizas. Okay, so you get mycorrhizas, give them some of this stuff as well. You don't have to give them the same thing. You know, something similar will really help. Other thing I do is I give them, some people call it a root mass expander, or a root stimulator, you know, root growth hormone, something of that nature. Give it to them. And then your CalMag, of course, your humic and your fulvic acids, your nitrogen, your daggone it, calcium nitrate. There we go. And you know, the DAP that we give them, plus any boron. You can just give them borax, which is right there. One day I'll try to sit down and give an exact feeding regimen that I do, when I feed them, how I feed them, you know. And sometimes it's a little bit different per week or per every other day. Sometimes I foliar feed, and sometimes I just direct feed it into the plant, you know, via the ground. So anyhow, gotta get this off of my hands. It's sticky and it's bothering me. Then we'll move on to the next. Got the new ones coming for this, so we can start using it out of these totes. Got it all set up and ready to run, and ended up couldn't use it because some dingleberry sent us the wrong stuff, and it's getting a little icky in there. I don't want to let the water out, so I'm hoping they'll be in soon. I really need to spray paint them black to help get the keep the light from going and entering in, because that's what causes algae and makes them get nasty, funky inside. So you know, if you got some, get them painted black as soon as possible, and that'll help keep the algae down inside of there. Okay, because light is what causes that. So, but we've got new ones coming, so we can fit our water hoses on here and everything. So let's just go take a real quick little tour, because I'm going to give them a little shot of water and let that water soak in from now until this evening. And then when this evening comes, I'm going to give them all a good shot of stuff. Would you look at, well, we got our plant. He's looking pretty good, looking spectacular. Need to get in here and weed these sunflowers, and these things have went nuts. The long gourds have finally reached the top. Remember last week, they didn't act like they could grow right, but now they're up to the top and they're going crazy. Need to get in here and take these cups off of some of these. I missed pollination on my one, the 1673 Bartimus, Missed the pollination on that. Good golly. That thing is huge, boys and girls. That thing, that's wild. If that ends up growing, if I end up having to keep that one, we're... This one here, what are we looking like here? What are we looking like? Yeah, you look pretty good. That other one's a lot bigger there. I got these here, and they did take. Both of them took. Okay, so yes, you can pollinate a pumpkin using one flower. Okay, can you pollinate a pumpkin using one flower? Absolutely, it's proof right there. Or yeah, can you pollinate 2 pumpkins using one flower? Absolutely. It's right there. There's the proof. 2 pumpkins, 1 flower. These are getting a little out of control. They're already reaching and grabbing and stuff. Look at that root. We just set them down in there. See, that's why I give them root mass expander and stuff. That root, these weren't rooting the other day. I just set these in here. They wasn't rooting yet. Now they're rooting already. So, all right. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Whew, we're getting there. We're getting there. Little baby's growing up here, huh? What are you doing, baby? Oh, her so pretty. Let's pinch his flower off. They said she'd take off, and she has, and I had to start wiggling her around. Gotta get her aboard and get her set up there. Hopefully, if she does good for the next few days, I'll pull those extras I pollinated over there off of her, and then all the power can go to her. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one I screwed up on, and messed that pumpkin up on it. Where's that pumpkin at now? There it is right there. That'll be the one. We'll pollinate this one, and yeah, we'll just see what happens when we pollinate it. Let's go over here. You got like I say, the 1251 hot or 1251 new, then the 1209 Hodge had the pumpkin on it. This one here is a 1378 new, has no pumpkin on it. That's a huge plant, guys. I don't know if y'all can tell. That's a lot of plant. These are all lots of plants. All right, let's see here. I'll tear this off of here from my backup. That's my backup. Stupid leaf growing underneath it. Oh man, phew, look out. Look out, guys, look out. Hey, what in the world? That's a weird rock. I'm always curious if I find Indian heads out here and stuff in my garden. There was Indians over here. So, anyhow, let's check this baby out. Oh yeah, she's looking nice. She's looking nice. She's coming to life. All right, well, let's just leave her be and let her do her thing there. I think she's looking pretty good. Gotta fix this back. I don't know what in the world has happened. All right, well, hang on a minute. I'll show you this. Okay, here's the bushel gourd. Here's some, I can't tell if them are baby gourds or not. I'm gonna start looking here, ain't I? I need to get in here and trim these up this evening. Work on these bushel gourds. Get them affixed and ready and set to grow. Start burying some vines on them as well, because they do get little places on there. But that bushel gourd is, I know y'all guys can't tell, but it's over anyways, yeah, it's over, I'd say it's 15, 16 foot, something like that. It's almost the full length of that, and that's supposed to be a 20-foot piece of cloth. So if that tells you anything at all. Looks like it blowed over here, got hung up and ripped. Huh, yeah. My Bartimus plant looking pretty good. Gotta get it situated. Here is the Hodge, 824 Hodge plant that we got going on. It's been pollinated right there. So let's do this. Oh man, look how long of a stem is on that. All right, guys. Let's put the S in it. Here we go. This is how we do it. Pull it. Ever so slightly. Like that. And put a great big old S in that vine. Just like this. Yep. Okay. Get some dirt. We'll bury some vines and everything. We'll come in here and cut all this up after a while this evening. And we'll bury it and get that. But that is very, very, very long stem on that pumpkin. And we're going to start bending her ever so. That's our secondary. We'll have secondary will grow backwards that way. This pumpkin will come right out here. Man, that's a twisted thing there. Twisted knot. And pumpkins will come right there like this and grow right there. And as soon as we get this Bartimus plant going, we'll take this vine. It'll come around like that, giving space. Come right around and then back this way, okay? So, and then all of its secondaries will fill in right there. And this plant will fill in over there as well. Like I say, this will just come up here and it'll cross and come across. It'll come across the bushel gourd. And then that one, I had to be very strategic on how I set that fruit. But I'm gonna start pitchforking every vine forward. So, and just let it take over that space from right there to there. That's a lot of room. So I like that plant a lot. The way it grows, it's looking good. All right, guys. Well, as soon as I get ready to feed and everything, we'll talk about that, and we'll get out here and get these pumpkins situated and all that good stuff. So hang tight. Okay, guys. So we've watered in our plants, and now we're getting ready to put some Orca, liquid Mycorrhiza, Neptune's Harvest tomato and veg, and some Trident's Pride fish soil enhancer. Now you'll see 242 on the tomato and veg, 231 on the Trident's Pride. Reason why I'm going to give this to the plants is right here. Specifically designed for tomatoes and vegetables and during the vegetative state of growth. It will provide necessary nutrients for tolerating environmental conditions such as high temperatures. We've been having high temperatures this year, and drought, while offering improved vigor, color, and root density. Okay, we want the roots. We want as many roots as possible, especially on them pumpkins, but as other things as well. The more roots that you have, the healthier your roots, the bigger and more productive your plants will be. So we want that in our plants. Big roots, lots of roots, okay? Denser roots, okay? The things that's in this, you see up there, fish protein, hydrolysate, phosphoric acid used as a stabilizer, seaweed, potassium hydroxide, hydroxide, there we go. Trying to read this through the camera instead of just reading it through the, that's not good. Molasses, which that molasses will be feeding our mycorrhiza, and sulfate of potash, which that is a good one. Okay, you get the 0050 of that in there. That's what I showed you earlier today. So this is what we'll be feeding. It's 1 ounce per gallon of water, okay, for your tomato and your vegetables. So not a lot, okay, and you can give it to them every 1 to 2 weeks. We'll probably give it to them once a week of this stuff. So we have this measuring cup here because, and it's in milliliters because this says milliliters, one milliliter per gallon. This here we're really doesn't how to apply. Let's see here. 4 ounces per gallon of water. 1 quart will treat an acre. 1 gallon will treat a half an acre. Or excuse me, half a gallon will treat a half an acre, and this is 1 gallon. So yeah, we're just going to put a little bit in, roughly 45 milliliters per gallon. Okay, that's how we'll do that. So do that and give it to each one of the plants. Well, it got away from me watering things. That's how it goes sometimes. Putting the gate up there. That corn is up to my chest. I know you can't see it, and it's crazy how this won't gather light, but there's plenty of light here. I can see, do whatever I need to. Anyhow, let's see here. Well, I got everything watered in. The mycorrhiza, the Neptune's tomato and veg, and our fish soil enhancer. I did not go with the other one just yet, because I had applied some of it yesterday with the with the soil enhancer one, foliarly. Okay, I sprayed it on to the leaves, so I didn't give it any today of that one. We'll drench it in the next time, but I did water them all. Got all the pumpkins done, all of the competition watermelons done, competition tomatoes are done. So we got all those watered in with that, and tomorrow we'll water in whatever else we need to water in. Something very cool, the 1378 new that I pulled up out of the big patch and put over on the other one, it's actually starting to come back to life. The 951 new is not yet, but I'm anticipating it may, because it's looking like it's trying. There's flowers on it that's going to open tomorrow. Anyhow, thank yous for watching. We'll see yous tomorrow right here, Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.